So guys, Christmas is over with. Are you ready to talk the best and worst movies of 2017? Are you ready? Hey guys, and welcome to my world. So yes, it is time to talk all the movies that I have seen throughout 2017, and we're going to start with none other than the shit pile. We're going to get that out of the way before we go into the best. So if you want to see my best list, then hit subscribe, stay tuned for that, because that will be coming to you next. But now, we're going to talk some right pieces of crap. We really are. It's not going to just be the worst movies that I thought were poorly made, poorly edited, poorly acted, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be the ones that disappointed me the most. It's going to be a mixture of what I hated, what I just did not enjoy, and things that have let me down. So, are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to start with some dishonorable mentions, guys. We're going to start with some that got pushed off the list, some that just didn't quite make the list, but some films that I just want to bring up because they were god-awful as well. They really were. And for me, I saw a few movies that just disappointed me. That being that of American Made. That bored the hell out of me. Same with Dunkirk. That bored the hell out of me. You're probably sat there right now going, Dunkirk and American Made made his worst... My God! What worst list is this gonna... You're in for some surprises, my friends. You really are. Have you seen the t-shirt I'm wearing? Other movies that disappointed me. Blade Runner. I haven't seen the original, but it's making... Harry's sat over there now like, no! Blade Runner makes the dishonorable mentions. I didn't like that film. The Circle, which actually got pushed out of cinemas and straight onto Netflix because it didn't make a lot of money. That was boring as hell, and it had actors like John Boyega and Tom Hanks in it, and yeah, don't watch that film. And the last one is The Ritual. Now, me and Harry did go see Screen Unseen, and this movie, it just tickled my balls and went nowhere with it. I left so blue-balled, and it just started pissing me off. So that is my dishonorable mentions out the way, guys. Don't hate me, because we are getting into the top 10 of 2017 shittest movies. Coming in at number 10, Star Wars The Last Jedi. How many of you are like, no, I'm out? Guys, this movie, it didn't actually make it. It was going to be a dishonorable mention. It wasn't actually on my top 10 list, but I was going to have it as a dishonorable mention. But I went and saw a movie the other day, and it just became my favourite movie of the year that I saw it twice in the space of a few days. And thinking about how much I loved that movie just reminded me how much this movie, Star Wars The Last Jedi, just disappointed me. And the more I thought about it, I was like, no, it's going to be number 10, fuck it. This movie disappointed me so much. We didn't get the answers. It just didn't feel Star Wars to me. And some of you are probably there like, yeah, well, they went in bold new directions. It was really good in that aspect. The prequels went in bold new directions. I don't see you defending them. Let's face it now. Midichlorians was a bold new step. And how many people shat on that? So no, take your bold stuff and go force project yourself somewhere else, because you're not going to like this list. Coming in at number 9, we got a lot of horror movies through 2017. Some good, some not so good. some just downright shit. That is Jigsaw. This movie, okay, I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to like this movie. I knew I wasn't going to like it, but I'll still see it. The gore was good. What you go for was good in that aspect, but the story was crap. How many apprentices does this guy have? And it did this thing where it made me go, oh no, I'm out of the movie. Then it pulled me back in, and I was out again. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. Guys, coming in at number 8 is a movie that I saw the trailer for and I was like, that looks interesting. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It was such a mismatch of humour and this dark emotion. It got very dark very quickly. And that is Colossal. The Anne Hathaway movie where she can control this monster. I don't even think they explained how that happened, but then, what's his name? What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name in it?
The actor?
Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Sudeikis, the one that's got the fit wife. he gets very dark in it, and yeah, it felt so awkward and everything that I was just like, yeah, I'm out of this movie, so it makes the worst list. Coming in at number 7 is another installment to a franchise that is just downright shit. The first one's alright. They get worse as they go on. And I went to this movie, and that is Transformers The Last Knight. Now, there was so many problems with this movie. Like, you can go check out all my movie reviews. I'm just going to summarise. But I'm going to put it this way. I had a group of 4 people, I think, walk out the cinema. I had a couple, and if it was their first date, I feel sorry for the girl because the guy fell asleep and was snoring all the way through the film. Yeah, this movie was shit. I didn't get the Bumblebee voice thing. That was a plot hole in itself. Anthony Hopkins, what were you doing, man? Moving on. Coming in at number 6 is another horror movie. Now, I actually really like this franchise. I like the first one. Second one's good. Third one's alright. The rest are a bit funny. They're a bit funny, but they know what they are. They take the piss out of themselves. And then Curse. Curse was fantastic. Now, Cult of Chucky, on the other hand, Cult of Chucky felt like it was taking a real big step backwards, and I didn't like how many... When I say a Cult of Chucky, I was thinking, oh, there's a cult that worships... No. There is like several Chuckies. Don't buy it. Don't buy it! That makes number 6. Fuck me. We're talking some right doo-doo here. So guys, that is my 10 through 6. Are you ready for the top 5 most disappointing movies that I hated this year? Now, kicking it off is one that this guy's going to agree with me, because at the beginning of this movie, the main character steps in shit, and that is just a metaphor for the whole film itself. It really is. And that is Murder on the Orient Express.
Boo.
Whoa, yeah, boo. Fucking boo. What a load of poppycock that was. Fucking talk about character development. Where did that come from? Wow. No. Do not watch this movie. Guys, coming in at number 4 is a movie I saw real early on into this year. I think it was like January, February. It might have been January. January is a shit pile of movies, although living in the UK you do get your Oscar ones that came out in December for like the US and everything. So we got it good, but this wasn't, and that is Rings. Ooh, yeah. As soon as I walked out of that movie, I was like, yeah, that's on my worst list. I know it's going to be on my worst list, and we was in the first month of the year. It was dull, it was boring, it was awful, it weren't scary, it had nothing on the first one. You can take all the bad elements from number 2 and times it by 10. That's this Guys, coming in at number 3 and taking the bronze medal for the worst movie of 2017. Now, this was at number 1 at one point, but then I thought about it, and I was like, do you know what? I had a lot of fun taking the piss out of this movie. Okay. And watching it with Harry, we just had so much fun taking the piss out of it, but it was poorly acted. It didn't really live up to the anime that it's based on, and that is Death Note. Okay, now Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. Ryuk? Did I get that right? Ryuk. Damn it! Every time!
Do it live!
Do it live. Ryuk. He was alright. He was the saving grace of it, but everything around that was just... It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was so cringe at parts. It really was. But I had a lot of fun taking the piss out of it, and that's why it got pushed further down my list. Are you ready for the silver medal? Are you? So guys, coming in at the number 2 spot is... I did at one point say this was the worst movie I had ever seen this year, and that is Valerian. What was it? The City of 1,000 Planets? I want to say 1,000 Planets. Valerian, the City of 1,000 Planets. I think that's what it's called. It's a long ass title in itself, and it was so shit. I mean, even Hazzahmatron wanted to walk out. No, you did walk out at the end, didn't you? You left early. You did.
I had to get the car ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Use that as an excuse. It was so bad. We were sat in the cinema just taking the piss the whole way through. We was not taking it seriously. Now, I don't talk in films. If I'm in the cinema, I will whisper if I've got a joke that's going to make someone laugh, or if I'm like, oh, that was quite cool. Something like that. But in this movie, I was talking out loud. I did not give a shit. And the butterfly things, I said something out loud and the whole cinema laughed. And we was all having fun because it was just so fucking shit. So, yeah, that comes in and takes the silver medal. Are you ready for the gold? So guys, coming in at the number 1 spot, the gold medal, the creme de la creme of dog poop. It is a movie that I was actually quite looking forward to. Now this movie, the trailers made it look epic. I heard good things about the book it was based on. It had a great cast of great lead. Boy, did this movie fall flat. Wow. It's the Snowman. The Snowman, my god, this movie is awful. It had so much that was in the trailers that weren't in the movie, and from the get-go where you see the mum crash the car and fucking just like, do you know what, look at the kid while sink into the ice. Like, I don't give a shit. What the fuck was I watching? My god, it was really badly acted as well. Like, Fassbender was phoning it in. Like, you could tell no one wanted to be there. And to be fair, I was sat in the cinema like, I don't want to be here. And I walked out so pissed off, so let down. I was actually looking forward to having a cool cop thriller, and that's not what we got. Don't have to talk about them anymore. So guys, that is my top 10 worst, most disappointing movies that I have seen throughout 2017. I hope you don't hate me too much for adding in some dishonorable mentions that you may actually love. But yeah, for me, they just didn't live up to what I expected, or they just disappointed me in ways that I didn't think a movie like that could. So that's why they've made my list. There's a lot more films that are worse. There's a lot more shit out there through 2017. There's been a lot of shit there. Oh, shit. Wow. There has been. So let me know your top 10 worst movies down in the comment section below. What shit you have seen. What shit you're expecting to see in 2018. Because I've got Hazzahmatron over. We're going to be talking about 2018 movies, all the hype, some shit. So if you want to see that, hit subscribe. Stay tuned for that, guys. And next, I've got the shit out of the way. We're going to be talking the best movies of 2017. So hit subscribe, stay tuned for that, guys. Guys, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. See you later! Guess who's back again. Guys, a big thank you to watching the video. If you liked what you've seen and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. And in the meantime, why not check out some of my other videos? You've got one here, you've got one there, and you've got one there. Guys, go check out those videos, hit subscribe, and see you in the next video.